Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back today for another video. Yesterday was something. It was something. But putting that aside, well, the Kabam's going to address it, and then we're going to put it aside and talk about fun and cool and exciting things. We're still going to make another video talking about the closing of the Rebalance program, the implications that it has on the contest, and what I want to see from Kabam. We're going to be working on something like that. But yeah, we got the latest live stream, and there's one thing that has just put me in such an incredible mood. My all-time favorite YouTuber finally back. More on that later. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So let's hear what Kabam has to say.
The one that's not super excited to talk about, well, there was an announcement yesterday on the current Rebalance program. Now listen, there was a lot of information in that post that I put out yesterday. It was a relatively shorter post, not so much a long one, but there's a lot of information in it. So, don't want to harp too long on that today because we got a lot of fun and exciting stuff to talk about in the stream. I want to focus on the fun and exciting stuff, but ultimately, I've been seeing a lot of confusion around the community as to what this specifically means for champions, right? So I don't love seeing people confused. I don't love seeing people in the dark. I want everyone to completely understand what's happening. So what I want to do here is kind of just answer a couple key questions that I've been seeing float across the community ever since the post went out. So the biggest one I've been seeing is, hey, does this mean that
Biggest one is, will Dark Phoenix get nerfed or not?
Champions are no longer getting buffed? Does this mean that you guys are no longer reworking champions? That is not even close to what's happening here. We just buffed about 37 champions 2 months ago during Rebirth.
I want to know about Dark Phoenix.
Reshaping the meta in that way and putting new life into champions that was not there before. That is 100 million gazillion% something that we still want to do. We're going to be buffing champions until there are no more champions to buff. Then we're going to be buffing other champions that were previously buffed. How many times have we buffed Gamora? 3? Maybe we'll do a 4th. Probably not. She's actually very, very good. But you get my point. We're not going to be stopping that anytime soon. What this is essentially doing, it's only impacting that 6-month window that exists for champions after they're released, where we're like, hey, we're either going to be adjusting them downwards or upwards. Now, we've seen a lot of problems with this system at the end of the day that we just felt like it doesn't currently fit what the game needs, what the meta needs, and also what the community needs. So the big thing here is we really want you to feel like your time, your money, and your investments are being respected. And for a lot of reasons, we felt like this program wasn't serving that ultimate purpose. Now, we feel like game balance is super important. We feel like having a healthy meta is super important. So are we going to take some time? So we're going to take some time and find out what, or explore different options to kind of come up with like a better system that works for the community, works for us. That way everyone could be on the same page. We're going to be keeping you up to date the entire way to make you guys feel like you're completely in the loop. That's our main intention here, is to make sure we have the healthiest meta, the healthiest game, and make sure everybody is on the same page when it comes to their champions. So ultimately, we're going back to when we release champions, and that's what the champions are, right? So I've seen questions like, okay, so the champions after Spider-Woman, Carolina and Nico, are they being touched?
Dark Phoenix.
The champions were released, and that's what the champions are. So as of now, there's no plans for those champions to be touched in either direction. So I've seen a lot of confusion about that.
About Dark Phoenix, bro?
I've seen a lot of players over the past year or so pull a new champion.
What about High Evolutionary, who's supposed to be a 5 out of 5 defender? Let me put this into perspective for you. High Evolutionary is rated as a higher, stronger defender than Dark Phoenix. Dark Phoenix is 4.5 out of 5. High Evolutionary is 5 out of 5. There's something wrong there. What about Dracula, who just came out and sucks? What about him?
Really excited that they pulled the new champion and then not touch them for a few months because they're anxious if they're going to be adjusted in either direction. And ultimately, I don't feel like that's the best player experience. So we're going back to the system of how it always used to be, how you felt about champions in 2022, how you felt about champions in 2021. That's how you should feel about new champion releases now, because that's the current system that is going to be in place. All right, I feel like that answers pretty much all of the questions that I have been seeing about this.
Didn't answer my biggest question. What about Dark Phoenix? I mean, it kind of answered, actually. Essentially, they're not going to do anything, which is not the answer I was looking for. And just know, like, didn't even mention her name. Alright, whatever. I said we're going to move past it. Let's move past it. There's a lot of other stuff going on in the stream, stuff that I actually am looking forward to talking about. So, yeah, let's go ahead and skip ahead. So, we got some Saga Overview stuff. We've had the Saga Chase, the new Eidol Chase, rotating Saga boosts, yada, yada, yada. We got this is, I think, the green stuff that we've already gotten, and then the orange stuff that's upcoming. So, we have the Alliance War Encounter Showcase, Saga Theme Meta Events, and Saga Incursion Event. And more. Alright. So, of course, we got Stealth Spider-Man. Open up those mating crystals. You should have a chance to get him in there, but just open enough and you're going to get him. Here's a little graphic on all that. I already made a video talking about Stealth Spider-Man, showing him off at a rank 4C200 level. He's actually pretty damn good. So, if you want more information on him and gameplay and stuff, go check out that video. Alright. Moving on. We had the Adventure Time and Incursions. This was actually a ton of fun. I really enjoyed this, man. This was such a good time to live stream and hang out with you guys and do. We got the Founders War Saga. So, crit resist and endurance passive with the Saga Boost Cure. Alright, we got the Battlegrounds Season 33 Anniversary, Season the 3rd Anniversary, and got the special solo event, which, but we do have an update to the Battlegrounds store. I think that may be on the next slide. Let's go take a gander. Yes, here it is. So finally, man, the Battlegrounds store is getting an update. It's been quite a while, and it was like seemingly just, I thought maybe Kabam wasn't going to bother with it anymore because they're focused on the Radiant store and everything. But no, they are buffing the Battlegrounds store. It's not a massive update, but it's a really good one still because they're adding two great things. Currently, you know, in the Battlegrounds store, and this season as well, we have a lot more trophy tokens to be thrown around. Like, I've just been trying to burn trophy tokens, and I still have over 50k, which is, you know, quite a bit. There's just not really that much good stuff to spend it on. Like, I buy the lower level stuff. You know, the tier 4 alpha's decent, but like you're only getting like 28,000 fragments every week, which is about half a catalyst. That's not really the most impactful when you can easily just go to the Radiant store and, you know, buy a few catalysts for pretty cheap, for very cheap. The value on tier 4 in the Radiant store is incredible. So Battlegrounds, you know, it needed some help. And there's 5-star and 6-star Sig Stones, which you should be buying the 5-star Sig Stones, man. This will help you max out your roster a lot faster. It's dirt cheap to buy 50 of these each week. I highly recommend doing it. But now we're finally gonna have 7-star generic Sig Stones. That is incredible. That's great to see that. And then also tier 7 basic catalyst fragments. Those recently got added to the Glory store. However, it is super terrible value in the Glory store right now. Like, to put it into perspective, you know, if you max this out, you're getting less than 10,000 fragments for nearing the cap of Glory. And again, less than 10,000 fragments. It costs 63,000 fragments to form 1 catalyst, and it requires 3 catalysts to rank 4 champion. Like, this is terrible. This is the horrible value. I'm hoping the Battlegrounds value is at least slightly better because it's hard to be worse than that. But at the same time, I don't think it's going to be, you know, incredible, nor should it really be. But hopefully it's decent. You know, hopefully it's decent. And I'm really excited about 7-star 6 Stones. And we're also going to get some tier 3 class alloy, which is actually a fairly big deal as well to help get those relics ranked up. So this is probably top 3 of my favorite announcements on this stream. I really like this. So that's good. All right, we got Big Thing returns. So if you guys remember, we had the Alliance War season. I don't remember, was it last December or something? I don't remember when it was. But it was for the whole entire season of Alliance War. Instead of having, you know, 10 people in a battle group get assigned, you know, a different amount of fights. Someone could get 4 fights, someone could get 6 fights, someone could get 8 fights, you know. It varies. Someone's on boss duty, someone's on mini boss duty, someone's just path fights. Instead, for the holiday season, December 17th to January 14th, it's going to be the Big Thing season, which is essentially 1 fight per battle group member. So there's 30 fights per Alliance War. Every single member takes 1 fight. Done. So it's a new version of it. Ease the burden off the holiday war season. Updated map with more intuitive nodes. Updated solo event. Same idea, new feel. Still with one fight per summoner. So, how do I feel about this? I liked it. It was a nice change of pace the first time around. But, like, why? Why start it December 17th? Why not just wait, like, a little over a week till after Christmas? Start it December 26th. Like, why? You know? I don't get why. Delay it like a week, man. Whatever. It'll be better than regular war season for the holidays, at least. Like, if I had to pick, which is the lesser evil, I would say it's this one. You know, but just, like, why couldn't you wait till after Christmas, man? Like, what? Whatever. Alright, moving on. We have the Alliance War Encounter Showcase. So the rewards in this have been bumped up a bit. We have 50% of a Tier 7 basic catalyst through completion and exploration, some Saga Sigstones, some more minion crystals, Invade Essence for the new Eidol, 5k Titan shards, and 2.5k Awakening Gem shards. And then we have Saga Champion Showcase. So this will be the Cosmic and Science Paths. And here we have 10% Tier 7 basic fragments, 4 to 5 Cosmic and Science Rank Up Gems, 10 Saga 7-star Sigstones, and 7.5k 7-star shards. We have the Founders War Incursions. So use Saga Champions to push through 15 themed zones, defeating Science and Mutant champions. For this, we're going to get 10% Tier 7 basic, 1 Tier 4 alpha, 10 minion crystals, 1 evade essence, 1 generic 1 2 gem, and 15 Sigstone crystals. Not generics, crystals. The big thing here is those 10 minion crystals. If you're trying to get that stealth Spider-Man, this is going to be pretty much a must-do. Alright, moving on. We have also Defender themed will remain Joe Fixit and Strife bosses. This is when regular incursions return on December 31st, right before the new year. And new boss hacks will be rotated in, older boss hacks will be rotated out. Check out our usual places for full details. Alright, we have Top the Charts, so it's a new Towers game mode format launching November 12th. Brand new meta event format inspired by other Tower Climber formats. Time attack style gameplay for around time. Just hit retry if you die, just hit retry vanilla fights, focus on speed. So basically, you have a 1 minute timer per fight, and if you don't get the fight down in that amount of time, you just try again. You don't have to revive or anything, you just continue trying again. Whoops, went a little bit ahead there. So yeah, there's a little bit of gameplay here.
So, essentially how it looks. Counting down. There's a time counting down. If you intercept, you get a Fury. You want to go ahead and kill your defenders, knock out your defenders
just within the minute.
As humanly possible. So, one game ready.
So,
that's true.
If you die,
fight. Someone's saying that's not a tower, that's a line. Technically, yeah, that's true.
It's not really tower-esque.
Down the line to your next elimination choice node here. And you
so here, we
event.
die.
We talked a bit about if you die, you just retry. So
and then you literally just go
boom,
right back in.
Watch this. We died, no revives.
Boom.
No potions. Guess what?
You can also quit out, try again.
Now what if we run out of time?
Same thing.
Run out of time? Well, guess what? You go back in, no revives.
Try again.
No.
So yeah, that's how the event works. Nothing crazy. We have Deadpool's mini tour maze. So it's December 3rd to December 10th, a mini November side event in December. Complete solo events to earn entries, Rift style gameplay, get ported to a quest lane, 3 fights and a boss, that's it. 1 path selector in solo objective. Man, these like Rift things, I remember the first one was the Dimensional Rifts back with, I think it was the Doctor Strange movie. I'd only been playing the game for like a month, maybe not even. I started playing 2016 October 15th, and this dropped like early to mid-November 2016, and it was incredible. There were such good rewards. There was like full Awakening Gems in there. I think at the time 5-star Awakening Gems, which was a pretty big deal at the time. Like that would just be like full 7-star Awakening Gems just in the quest. Like that'd be awesome to see. Hopefully the rewards are actually good, because that's what made the rifts so fun, and why they're still trying to recreate that magic to this day. Pun intended, actually. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Alright, we've got some gameplay now. So I actually didn't watch any of this during the live stream. So we can watch it together now. I was a little bit late. I missed like the first 30 minutes, and then I kind of watched on 2 times speed to catch up, but I skipped past the gameplay because I was like, why watch it now? I can watch it with you guys live. So let's do that.
Deep dive video of what this guy's doing.
To begin, strike the
Dark
opponent
Phoenix.
while getting them to move over the mystic webs as often
Dark
as you
Phoenix
can
counter,
to
surprise,
apply
surprise.
Spider Seal buffs. Make sure to weave in a heavy attack
Are we
to
surprised?
inflict his
No.
Power Steal passive. Upon reaching 1 bar,
Power
bait
Steal
your opponent's
passive?
dash and immediately
Damn.
activate your special to intercept and push them through the web to inflict additional Spider Seals. If you're having trouble getting the opponent to play into your webs, you can double tap block during a heavy or special, and this will disable the auto run, allowing you to stay behind the web and force the opponent to come to you. Use another special one to knock the opponent over the web again to stack even more Spider Seal buffs on them. From here, build to 2 bars of power and launch your special to watch that massive burst of damage wipe out your opponent's health bar. And hey, if your Spider-Man is awakened, that marked passive gains increased potency, allowing him to stop those pesky cosmic defenders from cheating their fate.
Oh,
Oh my god. Yeah, let's not nerf Serpent. Let's not nerf Dark Phoenix. Let's just release a new super overpowered counter to them.
Pesky cosmic defenders from cheating their fate.
Oh, dude. So funny. Damn. This dude looks busted. Wow.
all right. So that was Spider-Man Pavita per Barker. Super excited, man. Super exciting stuff. We got a lot of Spider-Man in the game, and this one is very unique and got a lot of fun stuff going on. So there's a lot in Spider-Man's kit here. I had to bring in an expert because this guy had not ready yet? No, we are ready yet. All right, so we had to bring in, we're doing it live, folks. We're doing it live. We got some technical stuff sometimes. Had to bring in an expert, someone who knows this guy just a little bit better than me. We got the designer. I asked my buddy, my old broadcast buddy from Battlegrounds Brawl 2023, Kabam DLL, to join me today to talk about his new child, Spidey Pavita per Barker. What's going on, dude?
Yeah, happy to be here.
Dude, thank you so much for joining us. First and foremost, your first time on the official Kabam Marvel Contest of Champions live stream. It's great to have you here, man. Before we jump into Spidey here, why don't you tell us a little bit, who are you, what do you do for the game, what do you work on, all that fun stuff?
Yeah, so I am a champion designer. Pavita's my 13th champion at this point, and so that is my primary responsibility. I also do a lot of playtesting of various endgame content, you know, help other people build out nodes, that kind of thing, whenever it comes to coding that's champion adjacent.
Nice. Awesome stuff, man. So can we get a wider shot here, Finn? Beautiful, yeah. So there's so much going on in Spidey's kit here. And
that's a lot.
Foremost, well, that's not a typo, by the way. December 11th is when this guy's pre-release bundles go live, and the Arena and Crystals December 18th. It's because he is in the double track right now that launches in November, but we always pop out the pre-release bundles and crystals as well. So there's so much going on in this guy's kit here where all of his attacks deal energy damage, doesn't make contact with cosmics, he summons 3 mystical webs on the field at the start of the fight, and there's so much going on, I almost want to just kind of show, not tell. Are you feeling comfortable doing a fight here? All right, so let's go up here. All right.
This guy looks nuts, dude.
All right, so we'll talk about this guy as we do a fight.
And I'm just holding his coffee upside down. That's funny.
Let's get the fight up on the screen, Finn. Beautiful. All right, so why don't you walk
Oh,
me through
fighting
a bit
serpents.
what is going on
Interesting.
Here. So we see these arena traps going on.
Right, so we've used these kinds of traps before, and I really like a lot of that gameplay. One of the things that I was trying to do for this guy was make it so that you cared about where you were in the field, but it didn't have to be one specific spot. Like, I could be playing this fight in the corner, and that would be fine. But I can also stay in the middle here and feel like I have a little bit more, just kind of give and take, right? Hey, buddy, come on. Thank you.
There he goes.
Yeah, so basically every time they come over the trap, we are putting those buffs on them, and then we're gonna want to sidestep into our specials to deal a bunch of damage. And then we are also going to build up the vulnerabilities that way. One thing here to shout out is that throwing the special too early and having it not knock him out can actually be good for the way Peter's kit works, because his marked passive gets stronger as the fight goes on, but it doesn't update until the damage is done. And so sometimes it is, if you really want to make sure that that death immunity doesn't happen, then you're going to want to get him down before you actually try and land the finishing blow.
Wow, great job. Very, very clean fight.
Thanks.
Very, very nice. So, one thing watching that, man, is that, you know, the arena traps were really, really cool. Tell us a little bit about like how you got to the traps and in the middle and in the corner.
I'll skip ahead now and check out the next champion here. So, does it tell us when it'll be available? December 31st without any milestone boosters. Ooh. That's a little ways away. This guy looks really good, man. I definitely want to get him. I still actually do not have a rank 4 Mystic Champion. Finally pulled Nico, so she's kind of next in line. But this guy, I think, would be an excellent candidate as well from what I've seen so far. He looks pretty good. Right, now let's check out Blizzard.
Fun and exciting champion to show you. Roll the clip.
Come on, Lizard. Lizzie, come on, buddy.
Strike the opponent to start building power and inflicting your rupture debuffs. Build to just under 2 bars and bait your opponent's dash to dex and trigger precision, then immediately launch your special 1 to become buff immune and gain that unstoppable and unblockable combo.
Oh, it lasts for a bit.
Combo into your
Okay.
striker to give yourself easy access to a stun-free heavy attack to pause all his personal debuffs and bait as many special attacks as possible to build up that burst. Continue striking the opponent to stack up those ruptures, and once you reach your special 2, bait your opponent's dash and dex. Then immediately launch and watch that massive burst of damage destroy their health bar. Now, keep in mind, if you have other buffs on you for any reason, there's less emphasis on dexing into your specials. So, Lizard really loves those Mystic champions who place buffs on you as a defensive trick. And hey, if you need a little extra juice, build Lizard up the same way as before, but use his special 3 instead to gain even more burst damage at the end of the attack. And just admire that giant burst of red damage at the finale.
Ooh, that was spicy. Hey, yo, how much damage was that?
Red damage at the finale.
Ooh, 420? 420,000 damage, dude. Damn. Damn. Okay, Lizard. Okay. I'm liking what I'm seeing.
All right, so the beast that escaped from Oscorp Lab is finally joining Marvel
Finally.
Champions. And I'm so excited about it. Let's get the slide deck up, Finn. Oh my god.
Oh, poison immunity. Dude, let's go. Okay. Immune to heal block while a buff is active or unstoppable. Chance to interrupt on all attacks. Gain regen passive when struck. Intercepting or interrupting heavy attacks grants tracking. Buff immunity during his own specials. Goes unstoppable if buff immunity triggers. Opponent has special to deal with burst damage. Okay.
Look at how insane this guy's character model looks. So Lizard is coming to the game very, very soon. In 6 days, he's finally
We got some more gameplay.
up on the screen.
See a little
here
bit
while we
more.
talk through this. Here we go. So basically, we got the intercept for the tracking. We're getting the rupture on. Nice, nice, nice. Now I'm gonna beat a special 1 from Ebony Maw here so I can get the Fury on me. Or maybe not. Great.
Oh, he's degenning.
That's fine.
That's
But
not
what
good.
I want to do here is I want to get
Just lost so much health. What the hell?
a special 1 off while I have the precision buff. Now the reason why I wanted to do that was so I can get the unstoppable. Now, doing some damage.
He's hitting pretty hard
I'm
though.
gonna build up to a special 2.
Dang, he's hitting really hard.
And this should just about do it. Big burst of damage at the end. So yeah, naturally,
Damn.
you don't want to
It looks really good.
when you have the dexterity precision, like I did. Little blunder there in this matchup, but hey, you
But
kinda
still,
get the idea.
that looks pretty good, dude. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I think my theory was correct. November champs look a lot better than the last couple of months champs. Holy fudge. Okay, yeah, I definitely want both these characters. They're looking like early rank 4 candidates, dude, honestly. Like, after the last couple months, it's been like But these guys, yeah. November is banging. Look at this picture. Ooh, that's money. I'm definitely gonna make a thumbnail. I'll probably use this for my lizard thumbnail. That's what I think when I see that. It's beautiful. So Grandmaster Grace is carrying on, which is good. And they said might be like the last time they talk about this. Hopefully, like it always carries on. Right, we got some more art here. Oh, that looks sweet. Sinister Six and 2 Spideys. Alright, then we have the final Eidol, Imperiosa. What do you think her class is? As Mike asked, I was thinking, like, what class haven't we seen? We haven't seen Mutant. Mutant wouldn't really make sense. And then, like, just looking at the little blue here, I was like, she's probably Cosmic. And
Chat, what class Imperiosa? Someone said Peter Park 1 there. Imperiosa is going to be a Cosmic Eidol.
Bro, the little blue splash just gave it away. That's screaming Cosmic to me. Plus, we haven't gotten a Cosmic Eidol yet, so knew it. And then, bro, we're getting Cassie Lang as a 7-star. So this is an interesting one, man. Cassie is really good. I would say that Spider-Woman coming out has lowered Cassie's stocks, and they're already kind of low. But releasing as a 7-star is only gonna bring those stocks back up. And you know, Cassie is a decent dual threat. She's a good defender, but there are a lot more better skill champs now. Oh, like Okoye. Well, she is shock immune, so Okoye can only bleed her. Okoye's probably still gonna take her down pretty quick, but yeah, she's gonna be a good attacker. She's kind of like a Tigress. She's like a lighter version of Tiger. Takes some skill, but yeah, if you can maximize her, she's pretty nuts. And we do have a little bit of gameplay here, so let's pull that up here.
Charge that heavy attack, stack on those power stings, right? I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna push this guy to special 2. That's the goal here, right? So when you do that, you're gonna place the taunt on him, and then I'm gonna do some like Science Tiger type stuff. Watch this, we're gonna Dex, dash in, boom, miss the entire special 2, hold it for a little bit, place some more power stings. Now I'm gonna go for a light ending combo to place that poison. Look at that power sting damage, all those stings get refreshed. Now, I could just bait a few special 1s. However, I'm gonna go for the special 2 while the taunt is still active and get those absolutely ridiculous guaranteed crits. So, yeah, man, Cassie Lang as a 7-star.
She slaps. She definitely slaps.
Pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah, she's looking pretty good. Alright, and then we have Yondu and Super Skrull are actually coming to the game as 7-stars. You know, I had been predicting that they were going to be potentially a part of the Banquet. I was incorrect. So there's just going to be an event. So November 21st is December 5th, offers for units in cash, 7-star Yondu and Super Skrull, regular and first appearance, lower price feature champions, website milestone track, progression-based, front-loaded milestones, and CCP promo codes. Stay tuned. This is the first time I'm hearing about any of this, even being in the CCP, actually. But yeah, it sounds like another spending event for 2 mediocrely buff champions. I'm good. I don't see myself spending a dime on this event, personally. Yeah. There's plenty of other champions that I'd really, really, really like to see buffed. Like I was talking about on stream yesterday. OG Thor. If they buffed OG Thor, you might get some money out of me. Especially if they buffed him really well. You know, then I would be intrigued. Speaking of Thor, what's what to talk about? But first, let's finish talking about this event. So, collect tokens for a BYOO and solo event. Log in each day to claim a token. 14 tokens for 1. Additional tokens in Regal Ravagers. Daily deals and cash offers. Grab up to 4 times of these tokens. Contribute to a solo event with SIGs and rank up gems for Yondu and Super Skrull. And here we have a little bit of gameplay.
Speaking of
Yondu.
Also suffer 10% reduced combat power rate for each debuff on them, up to 50%. His special 2 also got a juicy upgrade, with more potent furies and an
he's looking pretty good.
Limit. Those Yaka arrows pack a punch. Stack up those furies, then pile on those debuffs, and you got some spicy damage over time. Oh yeah, and that fin on his head grants him immunity to concussion debuffs when fighting against mutant champions. So, practice that sinister special 2 dex. Not to mention, Yondu is still one of the tankiest champions out there. Stack on your debuffs and let the potent weakness from his Sig ability keep you safe against all kinds of danger across the battle realm.
He looks not bad, honestly. Yondu's looking not bad. But does that mean I'm going to spend money to get him a 7-star and like a first edition or all my units? No. No. And then here.
Those champions are not going to be in the Banquet this year, as you can see. But
Thor.
this champion is.
Thor. Thor!
Jane Foster's back.
The wrong Thor, dude.
This buff is all about making Jane.
Are you kidding me, bro? They already buffed Jane Fonda. Why are they buffing her again? When this man exists. This man. Right here. Right here. This beautiful, beautiful man. Look at those muscles. Look at this beautiful design. Look at that cape. Look at those golden locks. Look at that helmet. But no, let's not buff the champ that everyone wants to see buff. The champion that got nerfed for 12.0 all those years ago. No, let's buff Jane Fonda again. Again.
Feel like the god she was always meant to be. All of her basic attacks have a chance to
piss me off, bro. Piss me off.
One's guaranteed when she nullifies a buff. These give her increased attack and increase her critical rating on her heavy when the opponent is stunned. Oh yeah, she can also stun them with her heavy immediately after a non-combo ending attack, and that heavy inflicts 2 staggers. When those expire, or when they nullify a buff, her shocks are paused for 5 seconds. You could use her special 1 to gain fervor and stack on shocks even faster. Then, cash out on the special 2 and transfer them to the opponent, dealing devastating shock over 2 seconds. And if you're looking for some spicy yellow numbers, spam that special 3 for a massive power gain passive and juice up your crit rating even further. Jane Foster has some other mystical tricks up her sleeve. Stay tuned to find out what else she can do. There must always be a Thor. Jane Foster is unleashed.
There is a Thor, and he's right here. God damn it.
In the November update.
It ain't fair, bro. It ain't fair. She looks good. I can't lie. She looks good. But, like, it's just... buff Thor. Or give us Infinity War Thor. Give us Endgame Thor. Give us Worthy Captain America. We don't want Jane Fonda. I don't. She already got buffed, man. They already gave her a chance. Give some other champs a freaking chance. They buffed Gamora 3 times. Again, show some love to some other champs. So, she will be in the Banquet. So, Banquet will return.
Where you can kind of make the investment that you want to make and support like the way you run your account, right? So
it's talking about Cyber Weekend versus Banquet, what you kind of want to invest in with your units. So they're exploring ways to make the Banquet Crystal opening experience much more fun. If you guys weren't aware, a bunch of the big whales got together on Truth Comics video recently, did a roundtable discussion, and a lot of the whales were saying, like, if Kabam doesn't deliver on Banquet, like, they're done, and they're not going to be spending exorbitant amounts of money, which that is how Kabam gets a lot of their revenue at the end of the year is from Banquet. They get thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars. I think Super Bros last year gave Kabam like over 100K by himself. Like, it was insane. And I think Yusufo was giving out some numbers on that video as well, something around like $50,000, 50,000 US dollars. And he's told Kabam, you're not getting even close to that amount of money this year if Banquet's not banging. So there's a lot of pressure on Kabam this year to make Banquet better. And so the Banquet box is going to have the Glorious Guardians. There's going to be a Banquet Realm event and a 7-star trophy champion. This will be similar but different for all 3. Okay. What else is next? So, here we have the 2025 Founders Keeper box. So there's going to be 6 champions in this, of course, 1 of each class. So Jane Foster is the Mystic champion. So there's 2 reworks and 4 first-time 7-stars. So this is actually going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to make a separate video in the coming days trying to predict who all the champions are. We do find out about the tech one, and it is one of the first-time 7-stars. So that means there's still 3 other first-time 7-stars and 1 more rework. So
Coming in December, the Banquet box returns with 6 champions, 2 reworks.
let's find out the tech.
4 boxes, crystals. Now figure out going. I don't get coins here. Saying real question. It's made a great.
Nimrod is cool. Ham making the
Eidol,
prediction here.
Next live stream.
Making a comeback. Nimrod returns in this year's Banquet box and is ready to dominate the contest like never before. With Invalidate, Regen Removal, and devastating shots on his special 2, he's the robot that mutant champions hate to see coming. How will this unstoppable force of destruction impact the battle realm? Stay tuned to find out who else is joining us.
So, you know, Nimrod is great. He's a cool champ. He's awesome. He's pretty solid. But he's nowhere near as strong as he should be compared to his comic book counterpart. All I really want, bare minimum, just give him, against mutants, plasma instead of shock. That's it. That's all I'm asking for. Like what Jack-O-Lantern does. Some random Halloween Marvel character does that to all mutants. He applies plasma against them. But Nimrod, the apex predator of mutant beings in the comics, doesn't. Just shock. Really. Frustrates me. But Nimrod is cool. He's a good choice. I just wish they'd show him some love that he deserves, man. Give him plasma. Doesn't make sense for Jack to have that and not Nimrod. The apex mutant hunting machine, bro. The best sentinel there is. Okay, let's keep going. So, like 2024, Banquet will have a realm event. 2 more first-time 7-stars will be featured here. So this is separate from the Glorious Guardians. This is completely separate. So I'm guessing that's a skill champion and a mystic. And they reveal the mystic.
I said, hey, we're going to be making champion costs lower when it comes to units and all that fun stuff, right? Same thing here, where the cost is not going to be exorbitant here. It's still being tuned, all that fun stuff. And we're running out of time here.
Turns in
Time for guesses. Finn, play the clip.
Absorbing Man returns in this
Abs
year's
Man, bro.
Banquet realm event. And he's
I was predicting Abs Man back in the Heart of Fire event. And we ended up getting Tigra. Now we're finally getting Abs Man.
primed to crush the contest like never before. With monster immunities and resistances, massive vulnerability, and devastating bursts of damage, he's the brawler that buff-heavy champions avoid at all costs. How will this tanky force of mayhem reshape the battle realm? Stay tuned to find out who else is joining him.
Dude, Absorbing Man, definitely a fan favorite champion for me.
Again.
Like I told you guys earlier in this very video, I don't have a Mystic rank 4 yet, and honestly, I'm glad that I've been waiting, because now there's 3 Mystic champions I wouldn't mind taking up to rank 4. Dude, Absorbing Man is such an animal. Dude, he's so good. He's so freaking good, especially if you can light intercept. And he was actually the champion that taught me how. It forced me to learn. Always be thankful to Absorbing Man for that. So, Jane Foster, Founder Keeper box, Nimrod Founder Keeper box, Absorbing Man, Realm event. Summoner Fest live stream, we're going to get some more reveals, the 4th champion. And then 5, 6, 7, question mark, 8, 9, December live stream. So, yeah, I like when Kabam does it, because now I can make content trying to figure out who these other champions are, which I have a lot of fun doing that. So drop a like on this video and drop a comment if you guys want to see that type of content. I'm probably going to make it either way, but just if there's a demand for it, I'll be more excited and probably do it a bit quicker. Maybe put more effort into it if you guys really want to see it. So let me know about that. But, alright, let's keep moving on. Hey, look! That's me! Wait, I just saw myself. Where am I? Where am I? There I am. Hey, what the hell? there's me right there talking to Dave with my For Loki shirt. So yeah, that's Summoner Fest. That's coming up. I will be there. I will absolutely be there. Meet the devs, play unreleased content, massive reveals, roadmap teasers, massive reveals. I'm excited to see what they got cooking up because the game is in a pretty rough spot right now. So they need some good reveals. We got the Brawl, which I may be participating in. Be look out for that, and the prize wheel, of course. Beat the boss. All right, let's move on a little bit. Twitch. So there's gonna be some fast Twitch drops. There's gonna be a big live stream during Summoner Fest, and if you're in there, you're gonna be able to get some good juicy rewards. Program schedule. We're not gonna really go over this, but yeah. Was there anything else? The AFKO tournament. This is the format that they got going on. I picked Thanos. Wait, did Thanos lose already? Wait, what? Huh, maybe. I don't know. And then we have the return of Brian Grant. The best part about this live stream, bar none. So Brian actually made his own video uploading this, so I'm not going to play it here. I already made a community post linking, trying out his video, so go check that out. You guys all know Brian. He is, well, maybe not all of you know, he's been away for a long time, almost a year now. But Brian has always been my favorite Marvel Contest of Champions YouTuber. I genuinely think he is just the best of us. He was part of an inspiration for me and helped me to get to where I am today. He originally helped me get into the content creator program all the way back in 2017 at Comic-Con. He talked to Adora, the community manager at the time, and was like, "You got to get my boy Legs." And forever be grateful to Brian. And he helped me through some rough times, you know, unbeknowingly. I'm sure he's helped a lot of you guys through some rough times too. Just streaming every night, him always being there. He's the most consistent streamer to ever grace this game, and no one will ever be able to rival his consistency when it comes to streaming. I try to rival his consistency in uploads. I try to upload every single day, because Brian partially inspired me to do that. You know, stay consistent with it. Man, I love BG. It's a really funny little skit video. I highly recommend checking it out. And we're gonna be getting some egg thing in game, so that's exciting. And yeah, I think that is pretty much it for the stream. Yeah. So wow, this is a 42-minute video, very long one. But yeah, guys, that was all the information that we got, and my breakdown, my thoughts on it all. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. As always, I'll have timestamps so you can, and chapters in the video so you can skip to whatever interests you the most, because it is such a long one. But yeah, I would really just appreciate you guys dropping me a like rating on the video. Consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. We recently hit 120,000 subscribers. I'm so thankful to you guys for that. Much love. Hope you have a great, wonderful, blessed day. Peace.